Welcome back to Casual Buyers Rugby. Score 31-7 to Ireland. And I think there's going to be a lot of mixed feelings about the game. I thought it was a thoroughly enjoyable game to watch. I thought we were going to see the inside of the Welsh assholes. I predicted on TikTok it's going to be a 35 points victory for Ireland. And that was no disrespect towards Wales. I just think they couldn't match with the speed and the physicality of Ireland. But I think both teams can go out of this game with their heads really held up high. Obviously, the first half dominated by Ireland. I think Wales wouldn't have been proud of that performance. But coming into the second half, those minutes between 40 to 65 minutes, the Welsh really, I wouldn't really say had the Irish on the ropes, but they really had them defending for their lives. And that is exactly what the Irish did. I think Wales can be proud of their attack and their defence in that period. I think the Irish, who usually dominate the ball, can be very proud of their defence in that aspect. Obviously, Bundi Aki needs to be tested for drugs as soon as possible. He is unbelievable. His form is outstanding. I don't know even how to describe it. Absolutely brilliant. I said on my TikTok video just a second ago that I filmed before this one. The links are at the top, people. If you want to go follow one of those channels, remember to like and subscribe to this channel if you do enjoy it. But a standout player, in my opinion, that kind of went under the radar was Frawley on fullback. I think he had a very, very sound game, very stable game there at the fullback. As the fullback, obviously has huge boots to fill. With the likes of Hugo Keenan out, who is an absolutely outstanding player. Most people would probably say he's the best fullback in the world. I also rate him up there. But as you know, it's Casual Buyers Rugby, and I'll put Damian Willems up there. And then Hugo Keenan and Ramos can fight for that second position. But obviously, massive victory for Ireland once again. Bonus point victory at the end with Tide Burn going over. And I think they're just ticking it over. And we are talking about England maybe pulling the upset victory. But at the rate that the Irish are playing, with all their bonus points, they could afford almost to lose that game against England. And it's something that I haven't really heard people talk about. Not that I think they're going to lose the game, but if some miracle was to happen and they would lose to England, I think they might be ahead on points still, just because they're racking up all these bonus points. And England have not got a bonus point just yet. They didn't beat Italy with a bonus point. They didn't beat Scotland with they didn't beat Wales with a bonus point. They're going to play Scotland now. I can't see them winning that game with a bonus point either. So Ireland firmly ahead in this title race, or in the championship race. I don't see anyone stopping them, but absolutely brilliant game. The reason why I say there might be contradicting opinions, but like opinions of people that really enjoyed the game and really didn't, is because we expected a high-scoring game. I don't think 31-7 is a low-scoring game, but there was large parts of the game that didn't have points at all. But I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. I think those points in the game where there was almost no points scored, but the ball was in play the whole time. Great defensive run, great defensive plays, great attacking plays. Really, everyone left everything out there on the field. Aaron Wainwright is an absolute monster. I think, what is the Welsh Sikh's surname? Man. He had a brilliant game as well. Tommy Raffel, I think at the end they said he had the most tackles once again. 20 tackles by him. Absolutely brilliant. As we mentioned, Bundi Aki, I think Jack Crowley had a very good game as well. Beard had a sensational game. If it wasn't for Tide Burn's yellow card with a penalty try, I would have given him a shout for man of the match as well. I think he just always pitches up. Currently, he has to be the best lock in the world. And I know I support South Africa. I would always say Ibn Itzebet is the best lock to ever play the game, one of the best players to ever play the game. But you have to put respect on the likes of Tide Burn, who's just been sensational. And I'm not going to lie, I am fearful of this Irish team at the moment. Obviously, our record isn't good against Ireland, and they're travelling to South Africa. They've got the Six Nations in their hands, in my opinion. They're not losing it. And and then they'll focus on that game, the two matches against South Africa, and I'm properly shitting it at the moment. But well done to both teams for really coming out and showcasing some class. It was a fire game. It felt like it was almost a heated game, but there was no heated rivalries in between, no massive fights, but it felt like every tackle had intention, every running into each player had some intention in it. I do think the crowd could have been a bit better, to be honest, but yeah, well done to Ireland. Easy victory, and to be fair, I don't see any team stopping them at the moment for the Six Nations. As I said, I see them losing a game and still winning it. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.